I'm in the beach town of Torredembarra in the Tarragona health region, which today enters phase 3 of the lockdown de-escalation plan, the final stage before the new normality.
And I'm in Barcelona, which as of today is in phase 2. Let's now have a look at how the new measures have panned out across Catalonia. People can now eat inside restaurants as long as they're at 40% capacity, though most people still seem to prefer to eat outside at the terraces. Shopping centres in phase 2, like this one in Barcelona, the Maremagnum shopping centre at the Barcelona port, are able to open once again, but they only can open at 40% capacity within the stores and 30% capacity in communal areas. This Monday, however, hasn't seen all that many people come to the shopping centre as of yet. Time slots for people who wish to exercise on their own outdoors are now much more flexible. Anyone under 70 can go out at any time except for during the time slots for the elderly and other at-risk groups, which are 10 a.m. to noon and 7 to 8 p.m. Now that the Catalan capital is in phase 2, the Barcelona City Council will be allowing recreational swimming at its beaches, but will still be monitoring the access to them to make sure that there are not too many people here at any given point. Schools are allowed to open once again, but they're not holding usual lessons, but rather only certain in-person activities like tutoring or even childcare for students under 6 if their parents are working.
The Catalan government regains control over key public services in areas of the country in phase 3. As well as that, the Ebre River and the Tarragona health regions have been merged in this phase, which means that people can now freely travel between them, which opens the door for an increase in local tourism, as without it, the town of Torredembarra still feels pretty quiet and without much activity. From today, indoor seating in bars and restaurants is allowed in Barcelona, but in Torredembarra, people have already been allowed inside for 2 weeks, and today the capacity increases again, while people are now also allowed to sit at the bar in pubs. But 2 metres must be maintained between groups of customers at all times. Nightclubs are allowed to open too in this phase, but service will be limited to tables and dance floors cannot be used. Cinemas and theatres can welcome audiences back at 50% capacity. Other cultural events can take place with 80 people seated indoors and 800 people outdoors, but capacity cannot exceed 50% of the total that the venue can fit.